number one fear. Going number two in public.
I don't want people hearing me go.
I hold it in all day.
The hidden shame in a public bathroom. A topic no one wants to talk about, but we're going there.
A simple quiz so you can find out your wipe type.
There are actually 4 techniques. Plus, Pegan 365 success stories you need to see. Whoa! Coming up next.
Are you ready to save some lives today?
Thank you.
Are you into this? I love you guys. You know, it is one of my all-time favorite topics, in part because we all do it. Many of us would love to leave it behind. It's a clue. The moment we flush. That's right, I'm talking about poop. And on today's show, we're getting the full health scoop on poop. And we're asking, are you a secret pooper? Now, we are determining your individual and unique wipe type. We've been breaking down the smell. And most importantly, revealing how you can tell if your poop is normal. Now, to kick it all off, we're starting with a few funny people who aren't afraid to tell it like it is. The stars of the new documentary aptly named Poop Talk.
All right, so why are we so weird about poop?
Well, poop's bad for you. Pooping is good for you, but poop itself, the result, is not particularly good for you.
It's just bad stuff.
There's bad, disturbing smells and sounds and things that upset other people.
Hello?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, babe. How are you?
I'm good. I need to talk to you about something.
Let me ask you something. Did you poop yet today? Yes or no?
Ew, what do you mean?
It's a biological marvel. I mean, sure, the brain, that's pretty wild. Good work.
I definitely think about and know about poop probably more than most people. I don't know, maybe everybody thinks about poop a lot.
I think our poops were identical for the first 12 years of our lives.
What was crazy is that, like, when my poop felt pain, his poop could actually feel the same pain.
The only way you could tell our poops apart was that my poops had glasses.
Yep.
Please welcome for the new documentary Poop Talk, producers and comedians and twins, Randy and Jason Sklar.
Thank you.
Thank you, so I'm at your disposal. I'm curious, why are comedians, other than doctors, the guys, most women, most connected into their poop?
Well, first of all, I feel like we should be sitting on stools. Yeah, why is that not happening in the segment? Maybe that's weird, but I think comedians, Randy and I have been talking about this, we're like amateur anthropologists. We study human behavior, reflect it, and hopefully make people laugh about it. And what's funny is when you're on stage, you're the alpha male or female, you own the room, you've got the power, you've got the microphone, and yet it's for comedians, you're strongest when you reveal your vulnerabilities. And so when you talk about the things that make us the weakest, you're never more vulnerable than when you're sitting down. That's right. You know pushing it out, right? Bearing down. And it's true, and that's really, when we think about it, people don't want to think about themselves in this world. With Facebook, where everyone's, Tinder, where you're taking the high-angle photo, we don't want to think of ourselves as being maybe vulnerable or ugly or not our best, but that's when you're most human, when you're sitting on the toilet.
Well, we are poop-making machines.
That's right.
We are.
All right, take it away. Let me answer some questions.
Yes,
sure,
please.
Let's do it. Who's got it? Randy?
Oh, I got a question. I got a question for you.
Yeah, take it away. I can ask lots of questions about it.
I want to ask you a question because I did a cleanse, like a kind of a sort of no gluten and no sugar and no dairy for 10 days. And no fun. No fun. I was not happy at all. For like 10 days, but I found that my poops were so much better. They were so much easier on my
better, what do you mean?
Better for the toilet, better for me,
better for the environment.
Better for the environment.
Okay. They smelled better.
They smelled. It just was. Everything came much easier. And so, is that just how much does diet really play into it?
It's the whole ball game.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. Now, your diet over your whole life changes your poop. And so the bacteria grow in there, they got to adjust. But becoming a vegan or vegetarian is a huge imperative. A lot more fiber.
A lot more fiber.
The fiber to the beginning get-go is the whole ball game for most people in terms of shape. We're going to talk about more than shape today.
That's right.
Please. That's the ball game.
Please.
But that's the tip of the iceberg. If you forgive the pun.
Yeah, that's okay. No,
Jason, question from you?
My question is so personal, and I love that I'm revealing this on TV. I had hemorrhoids. And then I had a surgery to remove the hemorrhoids, which was worse than childbirth. And I put that up against my wife. I told her it was worse. And then it didn't take. I still had hemorrhoids after that. Whose fault is that? And can I sue the doctor? That's what I'm trying to.
Randy, have you?
I had hemorrhoids too.
You did?
I had a hemorrhoidectomy, and it did take.
It did.
So I was fine.
So this is a reason why you shouldn't always blame the doctor. You got
Let
twins.
me just ask you this. Does that mean I'm going to live longer than him?
No, unrelated.
Okay, fine.
But if interestingly, looking at hemorrhoids, which truly are one of the most painful conditions we have.
Awful.
And when you have slightly different, it didn't take, you say.
Yeah.
Most likely it's because the doctor had a much bigger problem with you.
Right.
So the question is, why is the doctor struggling with your hemorrhoids more than Randy's hemorrhoids? First of all, do you strain more?
I don't know. Jay, when you go into the bathroom, though, that is your time. Yeah, it's my time away from my kids. So, like, I'll answer emails. I'll maybe, watch videos. Shop
Oh, you sit in there. You're not even straining. You're sitting.
I'll sit there for probably too long. That's probably on me. It's also the point, like, your kids can't get to you. Right. When I'm in the bathroom, I'm in. I can't deal with any problem that's happening right now. You silence.
Let's break this down. Come on over
Okay,
here. I've actually got a little image that will help you because you're comedians. You're visual people.
I love it. Oh, my God.
This is the famous Bristol poop scale, the stool chart. And we made it really big. Please don't touch the poop.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch the poop.
First of all, this is how great Dr. Oz is. He made all these samples this morning.
Yes.
I thought that's so nice.
Handmade.
American made. Like they say we don't make anything in America anymore. Look at that.
So we got shape, we got texture, and consistency in our handmade poop.
Right.
So since I was trying to tease out an answer from Jason, I was struggling.
Yeah.
What shape poop do you normally have?
I'd say it's in this family right here,
That
number
fact.
4.
Now, these people...
Thank you. Applause. Thank you. Applause.
These people don't usually get hemorrhoids, I should point out.
All right.
I'm only
These people probably get hemorrhoids.
These people over here, the ones and the twos. Randy, where are you, by the way?
Okay, so when I did the cleanse, it was all of this.
Okay.
This is where I was at. Thanksgiving, I'm usually right here.
Perfect. All right. So these folks need fiber and water.
Yeah.
When you're a vegetarian or vegan, you naturally are eating fiber and water, so you move in this direction.
Yeah.
If you're always over here, I worry about irritable bowel, infections, and other stuff.
Right.
But you're supposed to be in the 4 or 5 range in here. That's what it's supposed to look like. Well-formed, ideally S-shaped. You should sort of hear it hitting the water.
Yeah. Not a big plop and a splash.
No, you don't want
And then you're in
plops
this
of
area.
this stuff. No.
Yeah. No,
You're not like a bird in there dropping into the bird bath.
Right.
Now, come over here. I got question number 2 for you.
All right, let's do this. Please.
And I got your little purple gloves here, so come on back behind the table.
Okay, sure. Yes.
And these are for the twins, the
Okay,
Sklar brothers.
okay.
Your parents are going to be so proud of you for
My
this little
parents are
demonstration.
exactly. Well, when you are a parent, and we are parents, like we have kids. You heard my kid on the movie there. You just trade in puke. My daughters are like fearless. They'll go on a plane, they'll poop on a plane, and then they won't flush. I'm like, you guys realize that in other countries that's seen as a sign of aggression. Yeah, that'll start a war. That's a threat of what you're doing.
Wars have been started. Okay,
Right.
you both have poops.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, pick up your poops.
I'll take my blue
Now,
poop.
the question is, should your poop float or should it sink? Everyone out there, think about that for a second. Does your poop
Should it
float?
float or sink? Okay.
Answers.
I think it should sink. I think it should float.
Perfect. Let's throw them in there, see what
Okay,
happens.
drop them in.
And they both, oh no!
Oh! So mine did sink and his did float.
Now, what does that mean medically? I like your purple gloves, by the way.
Thank you very much.
So, interestingly, your poop really should sink.
It should sink.
Yes.
By the way, I love that you had us put on gloves and it's fake poop.
Yes. I know,
It's just
but he's
clay.
like-
And he was like, don't,
The cinnamon.
don't touch.
See, floaty poops.
Yeah.
And you all look. I know you look, so
Yes.
don't tell me otherwise.
Of course you look.
When it floats, it means you got too much fat in the poop, right? Because fat floats.
Yes.
So why do you have too much fat? You're eating too much fat, or your body can't process the fat that you're eating, which can lead to absorption issues. So either way, you don't want to have this. You want to have this.
So you were right. So what I'm saying is poop, and this is across the board. And in this time, this is what we learned by doing this movie. In this time in America where we've never felt more divided, one thing is something that we all do, and this ties us together, and that is our poop. As a nation, we can come together by watching Democrats, this movie. Republicans. I mean, look.
I should have had a red poop.
You should have a red, blue poop. A red, white, and blue poop. I mean, that's the point.
Be sure to check out Randy and Jason, the docu-comedy Poop Talk, streaming and in theaters right now. Up next, The Hidden Life of Pooping. My staff and I went behind the stalls to get a better understanding of why so many people fear pooping in public places. Could you be a secret pooper? Think about that. Be right back. Coming up next, a big secret my entire staff has been keeping from me. It's led to our biggest bathroom experiment yet. We're tackling this hidden issue affecting 79% of you at home. Find out how to fix it when we come back. That right there is the picture of me with my entire staff. We respect each other. We love each other. And above all else, we trust each other. Which is why I was extremely troubled when I learned that recently each and every one of them was keeping a major secret. The hidden shame of pooping in a public bathroom. See, this past year we moved offices. The old office had a solo private bathroom for, you know, those number 2 moments. But not the new offices. They're very different. They're public. And that's when we discovered our number 1 problem.
You know, some people's biggest fear, sharks, spiders, heights. Mine is pooping at work or in public at all.
I miss that private bathroom. I don't want people hearing me go. I really don't.
I love going to the bathroom. I have zero fear of going number 2 next to other people.
I hold it in all day. I just can't go if people are around, you know?
I thought I had a good plan. I went down to another floor in my office building and searched for the unicorn, the empty work bathroom. Then a security guard found me, looked at my ID, and kicked me out.
I have to do my business when the bathroom is completely empty. It's the worst feeling when someone takes the stall next to me.
The more people, the merrier. Seriously, I can go anywhere at any time. It is natural and everyone should be doing it. Point blank. I love pooping. I've always loved it and I always will. All right, we done here?
Are we good, guys? Hope you got everything you need. Apparently, this is a secret problem that many of you are harboring. We put up a poop poll on DrOz.com asking how many of you are uncomfortable going to the bathroom at work or in public. 79% of you, 4 out of 5, said this is a problem for you. Audience, you all aware with this? They're all uncomfortable too. So to help me understand this poop problem, I brought in 2 people who have no issue talking about uncomfortable things. Comedian Godfrey.
Thank you.
And gastroenterologist and author of What the Yuck, Dr. Raj. So why are you the go-to guys when it comes to issues like poop?
Yeah, well, I'm a man of the people, everybody. So, you know, you've been in a situation where you're in a public bathroom, right? And you have to take a poo, and someone walks in, you feel nervous. You're like, uh-oh, I hear footsteps. But then they're right next to you. Ooh. Yes, so they're taking a poo right next to you, so you feel a little better. But now there's the contest of who's gonna make the first sound. See, I like to cough in between my farts. So, and then now you're at the sink washing hands going, I noticed those shoes. Your smell was worse than mine. You know what I mean?
So, Dr. Raj, first of all, how many can relate to that, right? We've all been there. Dr. Raj, you're a doctor. What is the problem here? Why do so many people fear going to the bathroom?
Well, first of all, I think this is almost like a feminist issue because I definitely hear this a lot from my female patients. And it's one of those things where as women, we're taught to be ladylike and we're taught that going to the bathroom is not. We're almost supposed to pretend like we never pass gas and we never have a bowel movement. When you think about it, it's ridiculous. This is a normal part of our bodies and we really need to get in touch with our bodies, men and women, and accept that this is totally normal.
So lay it out there. Is it unhealthy to hold it in?
It actually can be unhealthy to hold it in. You know, first of all, it can cause pain from holding in that gas and spasming, but also long term, if you're not listening to your body's cues of when you want to go and responding, you may stop recognizing those cues and develop constipation, or even worsen things like hemorrhoids.
Nobody wants hemorrhoids.
No, you don't.
But sometimes you have to hold it in though, sometimes. You know, I
but
mean, depending
why?
Well, it depends. You can't. Sometimes
why?
It depends. What if you're in a meeting and it's too long? You can't. The turtle's showing its head, but you got to pull it back in.
So, Dr. Raj, Godfrey didn't help at all, but Dr. Raj and I came together to give you 3 big reasons why you should look forward to going to the bathroom in public. We're going to start with the fact that going to the bathroom can actually give you a little bit of a high. It's called a poo-phoria. So when you sit down, the poop comes down here, right? And it actually distends the rectum a little bit when you pass a large stool. That actually stimulates all these nerves in the intestines here as that poo comes out. It affects your brain because it's called the vagus nerve. That vagus nerve fires its it's down to the body, and this actually leads to a drop in your heart rate. It gets your blood pressure to go down, and it's mild, but the lightheadedness that occurs with this whole process can lend to a sense of relaxation, or a mild high, even called a poo-phoria. Poo-phoria. It's the body telling you, I like what just happened. So what do you think about that, Godfrey?
I think that's amazing that you can get high off poo. Isn't it almost like giving birth? I just want to know, when the blood pressure goes out, is that the same thing? I don't know, ladies.
Dr. Raj, is that the same thing?
Well, I've given birth twice. It's very different.
Oh,
but
she's confirming.
I think it's amazing that you can get high, because who needs drugs when you can poo?
There you go. A natural high. Yes.
Natural high. All right. Next up, it reduces the amount of bloat and gas you have the rest of the day, which, I mean, if you're at a business meeting, and you got a choice between passing gas in front of everybody, or just escaping to the bathroom for a few seconds, what do you think?
I think that, you should be able to use the bathroom in the bathroom. You shouldn't have to hold it for a long time. You shouldn't. Because it's not cool when you're a grown man smelling like a full diaper. That's not cool. But you should be able to go to the bathroom and use the bathroom. I think I don't even know why they call it restrooms.
Yeah, why do they call
Nobody's in there laying down resting, you know what I mean?
All right. Oh, my goodness. Finally, Dr. Raj has our third point. She says going to the bathroom is a chance for some me time. Very romantic. For all the secret poopers out there, what's the goal here?
Well, the goal is, you want to go to the bathroom when you get the urge, but also maybe use this as those 5 or 10 minutes during your day where you're decompressing, you're not talking to anyone, you're not on your phone, you are just focusing on yourself. I'm not saying sit there and meditate and have a whole seance or anything, but maybe use that time for a little me time. Maybe that's why they call it the restroom.
So I know people are going to struggle with this recommendation, despite your metaphors and your, the ideal of a me time. So let me give you a little tip that I think might be helpful. If you're suffering from poop shame, here's how you can get comfortable. It's my little tip that I use. You turn on the faucet to cover the noise. That takes care of who makes the first noise. Now, I know that's hard to do when you're sitting in a public toilet. But guess what? You all have your phone with you. I know you have your phone with you. We've talked about that, right?
Yeah.
So there's actually a faucet app on your phone.
That's cool.
I'm going to play it for you. There are a couple, it's not just one, there's a whole bunch of them. Scott, hit it. Now imagine that on your phone. They're going to think you got a faucet in the toilet with you. I feel more comfortable already, don't you?
I do.
That's relaxing. I'm getting that little poo-phoria going. All right, we're all in on this. Up next, it's another taboo topic no one wants to talk about. Wiping. Wiping. I know, keep focusing here. I know you want to look away, but we have a quiz to determine your wipe type. And it matters because wiping the right way can save you from painful health issues, save you money, and can even save the environment.
We're saving the world, people!
Yay! Listen to him. We'll be right back. Are we overhyping peanuts and allergies?
If you're going nuts trying to figure it out, we have answers.
There's been a steep rise in the incidence of peanut allergy over the last 15 years.
All new Oz.
That's coming up on Monday.
Oh my God, so when my son Jacob uses the bathroom, he literally uses one piece at a time. He tears it off, wipes, looks, tears off another piece, wipes, looks. Like he won't use any more than that. And it's the most disgusting thing ever. Like I hate it.
And my husband's the complete opposite. He makes like an entire, I think, I'm not in there, but an entire baseball mitt. We are constantly going through toilet paper in our house.
I roll it up. I roll.
That's my staff, and apparently everyone has a different style and strategy when it comes to wiping. So how do you know if you're doing it correctly? We've come up with a simple quiz so you can find out your wipe type. I want you all to mark down which of these applies to you. Let's get started with the first category, which is, what is your actual technique? Right there. There are actually 4 techniques, all right? Are you somebody who stands? I have no idea how this works, but someone who stands to wipe. Get your hands back there. There's the front wiper, right? You come in from, here. There's the side wiper where you go up in here. You got to get your arm like this, right? And then there's the back wiper when they go back here like this, all right? So I illustrate. So, which one are you?
It depends. It depends on your situation. And this is New York. There's a lot of nasty bathrooms out there. So I've done standing. But standing is standing, boom, it's like you're hiking a football, bam, right? And then I got the stunt man, you lean up like this. You know when they drive cars and they're on the 2 wheels? Boom. Wipe from there.
Dr. Raj, you don't seem to care as much about except you care what direction they wipe.
Right. So I don't care whether you're a stuntman or a football player. The most important thing is the direction, because you do not want to go from back to front, because that may introduce some of that fecal bacteria into your urinary tract, which can lead to UTIs.
Okay, well, that's interesting, but sometimes it really depends on your style. I'm telling you.
Come over here. Next up, we've got the whole issue in the wipe type quiz of the amount of pressure you use when you're wiping. So, Godfrey, I'm hesitate to ask, but please help me. What's your you?
Now, it all depends on the consistency of the fecal matter.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I'm telling you, sometimes depending on what you eat, sometimes it comes out a little thick. And so you got to go along with the consistency, and that depends on your force. Sometimes it's very viscous, not to be all doctory.
Yes. Dr. Raj, help us, please.
Okay.
Recommendation on how hard we should wipe.
Well, basically, you want to be as gentle as possible, but still effectively cleaning the area.
It's interesting, but sometimes if you're too gentle, you're not getting anything up.
Do you ever look at the paper?
I look at paper of course. Who doesn't? That's why the paper's white. You got to see it fading away.
I gotta say, I always look too. Right. I think you agree. We gotta look.
Yes.
Not just to see if it's clean, but see what's in there.
Right.
You get a little blood in there, something bad. If it's like tar, you gotta ask somebody questions.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you can't. And plus, you can't assume you were clean.
Right.
You can get all kinds of problems. So I like to use a little water in mine personally, but we'll come back to that.
Okay.
A little moisture. Next up, the wipe type quiz gets into this issue of how much product you're using. So we have some audience members here. Now, I apologize for Godfrey. I know you came out for a serious segment here, so I want you all to show me how you actually roll your paper. Take it away.
So I just take as much as I need.
But not more.
Not more.
Not the big, thick
just
muffin.
a couple pieces.
Because it's expensive.
No.
Yeah, that you see, oh no.
But it depends on what's going on, one or two. So.
All right, so little bit, roll it together. So it boils down to 2 individual squares. That's you, Michelle. That's the first type. Take it away. What do you do?
I just take a couple and.
So you got 4 or 5 squares there.
4 or 5 squares and just fold it over. And just
so a small clump folded up.
Yes.
Katie, what do you do?
I am the baseball mitt. I'm a nurse, so I'm used to really getting it all up in there.
There you go. Baseball mitt.
The whole baseball mitt.
Yes,
Get it all up in there.
Dr. Raj, please help us. What's the appropriate amount?
There is no hard and fast rule here. It's partly a personal
Well, this
choice.
is not the right answer. Please.
Well, that's too much.
This is amazing.
Usually, a couple squares is enough. I will say that you do want some barrier between your fingers and the fecal matter, because it does have a lot of germs. You don't want to get those on your fingers. So, as our nurse knows, that's really important.
You come face to face with it, right?
Yeah. Usually, 2 or 3 squares is sufficient.
Godfrey, how much paper do you use when you're going through this?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What?
This is per wipe or per session? What are you
Still
doing?
Per wipe, son.
Yeah, do with all
it's like a mitt, sort of. You got to have a cushion in between in case one of your fingers cuts through one of the layers. You're still protected. Because some people use that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. There are people in here agreeing. Look at my man. You see that guy with the big fingers? He needs thickness.
Up next, we're headed into our laboratory where we have your definitive guide to making the smell in your bathroom go away after you go number 2. Stick around. Godfrey will be with us.
I saw the truth getting trampled on a daily basis.
New revelations about the Casey Anthony case from former prosecutor Marcia Clark.
I really didn't know that, and I don't know that anyone knows that.
All New Oz.
That's coming up on Tuesday. We're back talking about what else? Poop. Everyone does it. It's a fact of life. But that doesn't diminish the embarrassment we feel about the odor that our number 2s leave behind. So now we're turning this stage into a laboratory and ranking the best ways to cover up a poop smell in the bathroom. Comedian Godfrey, oh my goodness, he's got a medical jacket on. Now what? And my medical student Nate are finalizing the list right now. How's it smelling over there, guys?
Amazing.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh,
not too bad.
Gosh, not too bad. So I've got the scoop on poop, and we'll start off with why it smells in the first place. So come back here. What happens in our bodies that transforms the delicious smelling food that goes into our mouth into the foul smelling poop that comes out? Well, there are 2 places where this transformation takes place. The first is in your stomach over here. right? It's got to churn up the food in acids and enzymes that produce a sour smell like a bad burp. You've all been there. Then there's the large intestine, right? And there's lots of bacteria in your large intestine. And there are all these bacteria, these are purple things attacking the little pieces of food that are there. And they digest things your body can't. Some of the bacteria eat leftover protein from your food, giving off compounds like indoles that smell, well, like poop, right? And other bacteria produce sulfur gases that smell like rotten eggs. So you end up with this. Right? All these things combined make our poop smell. Folks, it's natural, people. It's natural. Dr. Raj, that's the biology. That's what's supposed to happen. But you say there's another reason that the poop smells unappetizing.
It's interesting, but there's evidence to suggest that evolution actually plays a role here. And the reason why poop smells so disgusting to us is actually a protective thing to help us avoid it and avoid getting an infection.
Yeah, because all these terrible illnesses were in there. So
all those germs that can cause
it's a good thing it doesn't smell good to us. We're not tempted.
There's a reason for it.
Thank you, Dr. Raj.
Thank you.
So let's get to the definitive guide to covering up poop smell. Nate, you're a medical student. You've studied this meticulously. You probably never thought you would be doing this. Your parents will be, I'm sure, very proud to see you studying poop smells.
Yes.
So explain how you did the ranking.
Dr. Oz, I have to tell you, this isn't the best smelling experiment you've ever had me do. We got real down and dirty with this one. We had people in the office take real poops for us, and then we tested these products.
Oh, no, look at this. You had to do this?
Yes, yeah. I could use a raise.
So let's get to the ranked list. Number 3, you tell me, are the matches.
Yeah, so number 3 are the matches here. They do a really good job of covering up the poop smell, to be honest. And they're easy to find, and like I said, they do a really good job. So you don't do anything more than just getting a little flame going here. Blow it out. You see that smoke right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it smells kind of like sulfur, kind of like smoke. Does a really good job of covering up that poop smell. Absolutely.
But I've heard rumors that you could actually blow yourself up if you light your poop.
Yeah,
on fire. Is that true?
That's not so true.
I get it. I'm still worried about lighting yourself on fire. So let's see that one. What's this number 2 on your list?
Number 2, yeah. Here we have some toilet perfumes. Here,
that's what I use.
Yeah, a lot of people like these. They became really popular a few years ago when they had some really cool marketing campaigns. People rushed out and got them, and they found out the same thing we did, which is in our tests they work really, really well.
Yeah.
So some you spray before you do the do, and then some you spray afterwards.
After or in between. And sometimes I flush real fast. I don't let it sit there. I don't let my poos just sit there. You got to flush quick, spray. Flush quick, spray. So that's how I do it.
Oh, my goodness. He's an expert.
Yes.
Come over here. And finally, number 1 way to cover up poop smells, you say, is essential oils.
Yeah, so we were kind of skeptical about this one, but Dr. Oz did the best in our test. The essential oils, what's so nice about them, like I said, they did the best. They work really well. You can choose whatever scent you want. They're all natural. When you make it, you know exactly what ingredients are going in there.
How do you do it?
So all you do is you take a little bit of rubbing alcohol. How do you feel about lemongrass?
I like lemongrass.
Yeah, let's do that. And all you do is you drop
lemongrass.
Lemongrass. Oil.
Yes.
Yeah. You just drop a couple little drops in there. Here, Godfrey.
Shake it up.
Yeah, shake it up.
All right.
This is an after the event?
This is a before and after the event.
Before and after.
Yeah, cover
Ready?
all your
Should we
bases.
smell it?
Yeah.
Smell it.
Oh, I like that.
Much better than a poop smell, right?
Godfrey, you're a great
Thank you, sir.
Great sport. God
Thank
bless
you
you.
very much.
Nate, nice job as always. We'll be right back. Up next, my number 1 diet that thousands of you have not only tried, but loved. It's the Pegan 365, and I'm sharing the success stories and transformations that you need to see. We just launched the only diet you may need this year, Pegan 365, and the success is nothing short of incredible. It is the number 1 plan on my website with thousands of page views, and it's the most popular diet my team has put together. In fact, so many of you from all over the country have written in about the success you've seen on the diet. For example, Ann from Nevada, well, Ann's down 30 pounds already. 30 pounds, she looks great. And Ro from California dropped 22 pounds. And Lonnie from New Jersey, she lost 15 pounds. All of them spectacular and so many others. Today, the Pegan 365 success stories you need to see. My viewers will share their amazing transformations and all the secrets that can help you drop the pounds for good. But first, let me show you how Pegan 365 works. Time to see how Pegan 365 can transform you with my favorite success stories. We're going to start with Ann. Now, this is her before, and now she says she's lost 30 pounds on Pegan 365. Come on out, Ann. Oh, my goodness. Enjoy, you deserve it. That is unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing. My energy is through the roof. I mean, seriously, last weekend we did a large bike ride. I did more miles than I ever thought I could.
Yeah, it's the inside I care about and make me so happy. Let me get everyone up to speed here. Pegan is a new concept to a lot of you. Now remember, it mixes paleo and vegan dishes and those diets together, right? It lays it all out. And the food you can eat has a very simple 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 approach, right? Very straightforward, very easy. In fact, the checklist you put together, which you probably use, did it help you?
Oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's just like using an app on your phone. It makes you keep in control of what you can and cannot eat. It makes it so much easier.
That was the feedback I kept getting from folks. You can download it on DrOz.com. It's on our app. It's super simple. The biggest changes that you've made, walk me through the single biggest thing that you've done differently since you started the Pegan 365.
The biggest thing I did, my son and I, he's 20, we went through our whole pantry and pulled out anything that if we can't read the labels, we do not eat it.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Yes.
And those foods that you threw away or gave away, they're probably not on that chart that I made.
Not at all. Processed foods we do not eat.
All right, come on over here. Your favorite go-to morning dish, something that I would never have expected on anybody's diet in any form. Please explain it to us.
Oh, pancakes. On a diet, you can eat pancakes. Well, these are protein pancakes, and they're done with simple, easy ingredients that are healthy.
You have eggs?
We have, eggs, bananas, and then we have almond flour and stevia.
And how do they stick together? It works?
Oh, try it. They're delicious. Amazing.
They don't flake? They don't fall?
No. Going to be the best thing you've ever tasted.
And they're really good. Very clever of you. And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I know it took a lot of work.
Thank you.
Real quick, was it hard?
Not at all. It became a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's something I could do the rest of my life.
Yeah. And her meal, it checks off 3 of those boxes on your Pegan 365 checklist. Gets rid of 1 carb, 1 protein, and 1 fat. And it tastes fabulous. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, next up, I want to bring out Jessica. This is her before, and this is how she looks today. She says she has lost 16 pounds on Pegan 365. I'm so happy you're here. You know what I love about these transformations?
What's that?
I mean, obviously, you look fantastic.
Well,
you should be
thank
proud.
you. Thank you.
But your energy's different.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yes. So confident.
You're just confident. That's the right energy
exactly.
level. So you've tried other diets. Most folks have. How does the Pegan 365 vary?
I have tried low carb, high fat, low fat, all the things. And the issue was that I just never felt like I could maintain them consistently. I always felt like something was off limits, and then if I went off of it, I was just a failure. And this gives me that balance that I have been craving for my whole life.
It means a lot that you say that.
Well, thank you.
And I got it's free, it's easy, straightforward, nothing fancy, but it's a lifestyle we want.
Yes.
Now, there's one thing that's not on my little checklist, which are refined carbs.
Yes.
So you all have as I talk to different people, I learn more and more ways how you have hacked that problem.
Yes.
You've got one of the best solutions. This is a smart substitute. It's better than bread. Better than bread. Show me how you solve the carb problem.
Well, I am like a carby girl in a carby world, but I love sweet potatoes, and I have found a way to kind of cheat toast with a sweet potato. And I make sweet potato toasts with avocado and poached egg.
So real quick, you just slice it vertically.
Yes.
Right? Nothing magical here, right?
Yeah, I'll put you to work.
Right.
Right.
So about that thickness or a little thicker?
Yeah, that's perfect, because we're just going to lay them on a sheet pan and roast them in the oven, and they get caramelized and delicious.
How long do you roast them for?
I usually do about 20 minutes on one side and then flip it and do 10 minutes on the other side.
They come out looking like this.
Yes.
So they're bready. See, they're not toasted. They're like bread.
Correct.
A little bendy.
Yes.
Then you put a little bit. I'll do one. You do one.
Okay.
To your liking, I guess. Little avocado.
Cooking with Dr. Oz. Oh my God.
I'm cooking with you. I got Jessica next to me cooking. Now, I should point out, this checks off 3 boxes off the Pegan 365 checklist, right?
Yes,
It's got
totally.
carb, got protein, and it's got fat in it. I like this. And then you put an egg on top?
Yes, I do. If I'm eating at home, I will do a poached egg. If I'm taking it on the go, I will do a hard-boiled egg sliced up. And I actually love that one. My husband loves to take that to work. It is like his favorite, and he's loving it too. Thank you.
You're a poet tonight. And this tastes fabulous.
Oh, yes.
And these kinds of carb hacks are the kinds of things we're looking for. God bless you for all you do.
Thank
And
you
keep
so
them
much.
strong.
I will. We will.
We're going to put all these recipes, these Pegan 365 programs on DrOz.com. Up next, success stories that will make you go from Pegan 365 curious to a Pegan 365 eater. Plus, the best supermarket finds to get you started on your Pegan 365 plan. Stick around. Liars, cheats, stalkers, killers, and the biggest unsolved cases. Why did they do it? What made them snap? How do we make sense of the senseless? I got into medicine to help empower people to tap into the resilience of the human spirit, turning life's tragedies into something positive and emerging stronger than before. That's what we aim for on True Crime Tuesdays and Thursdays. We make sense of it so you can sleep a little easier.
My favorite item on the Pegan list is Dijon mustard.
One of my favorite new Pegan finds on my Pegan shopping list is cashew milk yogurt. The majority ingredient is cashew milk, but they add the same probiotics that they do with yogurt. So it's a perfect dairy replacement, and it's even sweet, so it could be a sweet treat too.
One of my favorite foods on the Pegan list is Brussels sprouts. Just roast them in the oven and you're good to go. Or throw them in a salad for that extra crunch.
My favorite pick is nut butters. I can spread it on an apple, throw it in a smoothie. This healthy fat is where it's at.
We're back with my favorite Pegan 365 success stories you needed to see. And now we're sharing the best Pegan 365 supermarket finds to help you drop the pounds and transform the way you eat and feel. Let me bring out Alexis, who's been trying Pegan 365 for 2 months. Now, this is her before she started the program. Let's see her now. Come on out, Alexis. Whoa! Very cool, Alexis.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So what changes have you noticed since you're on the program?
Well, first of all, I've lost 20 pounds. Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. And also, the best thing for me personally is that my BMI started at 34 and is now down to 30, which is incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the safe range.
Yes. And let me tell you, I haven't been there since I was like a child, so it's a big deal.
I'm very proud of you. Let's get to your favorite supermarket staples that you've taken to a whole new level. And this is an idea that's cool because you're combining an Italian staple or Italian approach with the one that is more Spanish in nature.
Yeah.
So walk me through.
All right, so what we have here is one of my favorite things, spaghetti squash, all right? And I'm sure a lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people probably use it as a pasta substitute. However, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna make my favorite meal, which is a burrito bowl.
A burrito bowl on spaghetti squash. Oh.
So what we have over here, we have some incredible ingredients. Obviously, we have our base of spaghetti squash here. And then we have our rice, we have some cabbage, we have a ton of other veggies that are all checking off those boxes on that Pegan list.
Yep.
So we're getting all of our nutrients, very nutrient dense, very tasty, and most importantly, filling, which I think is great, and they also make great leftovers.
That makes it practical. This is one of the problems with diets. If they're not easy to do, if you're in pain all day because you're hungry, or you're in pain because you got to work all day to make your food, it's more a hack. This checks off veggies, carbs, protein, and fat on our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 list. That checklist I give you. Next, the supermarket staple that Alexa says she adds to every single meal. Please break us, everybody, because I think this is really cool.
All right, now I am sure most of you guys have this in your kitchen. It is paprika. It is, I think, the most underappreciated spice in the cabinet. Since doing this diet, and I have incorporated paprika into everything. I'm talking eggs, I'm talking veggies, I'm talking everything, anything, whatever you can imagine. I carry it in my purse, Dr. Oz. It's come everywhere I go.
Look at those great dishes. I'm going to put all the Pegan 365 recipes on DrOz.com and on the app. Plus, you can download a free copy of the Pegan 365 shopping list and other resources you need to get started. Up next, just because you go Pegan doesn't mean you have to skip dessert. A brand new Pegan treat that you're going to love. Stick with us. Are we overhyping peanuts and allergies?
There's been a steep rise in the peanut allergy over the last 15 years.
All new Oz.
That's coming up on Monday. We're back with a new Pegan 365 dessert that will satisfy any sweet tooth. It's actually trending right now and is a spin on one of my favorite foods, dessert hummus. You heard me right, dessert hummus. And one of the brains behind the Pegan 365 movement, my producer Nicole, is here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
She actually does all the heavy lifting on this stuff. First, I want to know, what took you so long to come up with this idea? We've been working together so many years. You should have told me about this years ago.
I know, but it was the focus on the beans and the Pegan this year that really brought it to the forefront. That's what made me think of it.
All right, so
Okay?
I never thought of hummus as a dessert. How'd you do this?
Okay, so most people think of hummus as a side dish or a snack, but it's dessert, and here's why. Because hummus kind of is, chickpeas are kind of tasteless, right?
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of flavor. You usually use them for texture. So they lend themselves really well to sweet flavors. So because you can have dessert on the Pegan 365 diet, and again, we emphasize the beans, this is the base. And then you add in almond milk and banana. I like banana because I like things really sweet. And then for this one, I added cocoa powder, a little bit of vanilla, and then try that, and then we'll talk about this one over here.
Did you put it in the processor?
I use a food processor, but you can use the blender. If you use the blender, you may need a little bit extra almond milk to kind of make it blend a little bit.
This is fantastic. Does this count as a cheat day, or is this actually on the plan?
Okay, so I would consider this one on the plan. This is one of your 2 desserts per week that you get.
So check that box.
Check that box.
What is this?
Okay, so this is actually going to be your cheat day one, okay? This is not Oz approved, but it's so good. So
I caught her, by the way. I have intel on Nicole.
Use the same thing. You use the chickpeas as your base. You use a banana. This is cashew milk yogurt. And then what I did is I added 2 tablespoons of cake batter, just like the boxed cake mix. You mix it in, and it tastes just like cake batter.
I mean, if you're going to cheat, look at the smile on her face. God bless you for making this idea, but all the other great ideas you come up with.
Thank you.
You represent all the producers for doing, I think these are brilliant concepts. Really, it takes a lot of effort, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You can go to DrOz.com to get started on the Pegan 365 today. Take advantage of it. Everybody else is join the party. Remember, happy and healthy, it starts at home.